You peel yourself off the sticky, beer-soaked carpet of the convention hall, the faint smell of desperation and expired body spray clinging to your armor. It's 2 a.m. Your eyes, red-rimmed from 18 hours of makeup and fluorescent lights, catch a rogue glitter flake. It's lodged in your cornea, a tiny iridescent shard of pure, unadulterated torment that scratches with every blink. The hall is a graveyard of discarded energy drink cans, forgotten prop weapons, and the echoes of forced cheer. This is your kingdom, after 12 hours of reigning. Your meticulously crafted costume, a labor of love and approximately $2,000 in materials, now feels like a medieval torture device. Each piece of heroic armor or flowing fabric is a lead weight dragging you down. You can't sit. You can barely lean. The 30 pounds of EVA foam and resin have fused with your spine, making you question every life choice that led to this moment. Your wig, once a glorious cascade of synthetic hair, now feels like a suffocating, itchy helmet, generating enough static electricity to power a small village. A particularly cruel seam on your glove has been digging into your wrist for approximately 4 hours, creating a raw, angry red ring. The air you breathe is a toxic cocktail, a potent blend of thousands of human exhalations, cheap cologne, sweat, and the ghost of last year's convention flu. The con crud isn't a myth, it's a biological certainty. You're a walking petri dish cultivating a virulent new strain of supercold with every handshake and forced hug. Your average life expectancy for a healthy immune system is now measured in days. The floor is a biohazard. Every step squelches, a symphony of mystery liquids and crushed dreams underfoot. Attempting to use the convention center bathroom in a floor-length gown or elaborate armor is a challenge on par with scaling Mount Everest, blindfolded. For 12 straight hours, you've been a monument, a living, breathing selfie station. You've flashed that same radiant smile for an estimated 700 photos, each one requiring a burst of performative energy you no longer possess. Your facial muscles have atrophied into a permanent rictus of fake joy. You are severely dehydrated. Your water bottle is a distant, unreachable oasis, trapped somewhere beneath your cape or within a pocket you can't access without dismantling half your costume. Your feet, once proud appendages, are now two throbbing, blistered masses of pure, unadulterated agony. The average cosplayer walks 10 miles a day at a con. You, in your 6-inch heels and cumbersome outfit, might as well have completed a marathon across broken glass. The mental toll is heavier than your helmet. You are a brand, a product. Every interaction is a performance, a careful calibration of character, enthusiasm, and gratitude. You've listened to dozens of rambling fan theories, endured unsolicited feedback on your costume accuracy, and politely deflected the "Can I touch that?" requests that inevitably lead to uncomfortable gropes. The imposter syndrome screams loudest after hour 10. Are you truly an artist, or just an expensive mannequin? The constant pressure to be on, to maintain character, to be the perfect embodiment of a fantasy, slowly erodes your actual self. Your passion, once a blazing fire, is now a flickering ember, threatened by the deluge of expectation. Your brutal daily life isn't some ancient peasant struggle against famine, but a modern, slow-burn self-destruction. Months of meticulous crafting, hours of tutorials, thousands of dollars spent on materials, all for a fleeting weekend of public display. You woke before dawn, wrestling with layers of makeup and prosthetics, only to finally shed your costume long after midnight, meticulously cleaning and repairing every tiny rip and scuff. Your diet consists of lukewarm, overpriced convention food, usually a questionable hot dog or a bag of chips, consumed standing, awkwardly, between photo ops. Forget balanced meals. You run on caffeine, adrenaline, and the faint, desperate hope that your Instagram post will go viral. Sleep is a distant memory, a luxury you can't afford until the con is over. Your body clock is permanently broken. The social injustices of your chosen profession are subtle, insidious, and soul-crushing. You are told to network, to build your brand, to monetize your passion. Yet, actual compensation is rare. You are paid in exposure, a currency that buys nothing but the fleeting illusion of relevance. While a tiny elite might make a living, the vast majority of professional cosplayers operate at a continuous financial loss, funding their art through personal savings or credit card debt. You are an unpaid advertiser for intellectual property that isn't yours. You face constant online scrutiny, body shaming, and gatekeeping from a community that claims to be inclusive. You are expected to be perpetually accessible, endlessly polite, and immune to criticism. Your personal boundaries are, at best, a suggestion. The beautiful dream you started with has mutated into a monstrous obligation. You began cosplaying for the joy, for the community, for the pure love of transforming into a beloved character. Now, after 12 hours, it's a job. A physically demanding, emotionally draining, often thankless job. The average professional cosplayer's burnout rate is astronomical. Friends you started with have long since vanished, quietly retreating from the scene, their passion extinguished by the relentless grind. Your own life expectancy in this role feels finite, a countdown to the moment your body or mind finally cracks under the pressure. The sparkle is gone, replaced by the dull ache of obligation. But hey, at least you got 200 new followers. That's almost enough internet validation to make up for the crushing foot pain. Almost. Your sweat, a unique blend of synthetic fabric dyes, cheap body paint, and the existential dread of thousands, is probably a new scent for a high-end perfume. Eau de con crud. And look, you've developed a thick skin, both literally, from chafing, and figuratively, from internet trolls. You now flinch violently if anyone unexpectedly touches you, even your own cat, which is an interesting social adaptation. So you finally stumble back to your tiny hotel room, shedding layers of fantasy, sweat, and regret. You peel off the skin-tight suit, revealing angry red marks and the faint, lingering scent of desperation. You look in the mirror, your makeup a smeared, tragic clown's mask. Who are you really? A warrior, a goddess? Or just a very, very tired human who spent too much money and time for fleeting applause and permanent joint damage? At least you're not actually fighting dragons or trying to survive the Black Death. You just have to make it through one more day of being a walking art installation. At least now you only have to worry about whether your feet will ever feel normal again, instead of dying of dysentery before your 30th birthday.